Alright guys, here we go. We got the Tacoma. This is our classic topper with side lift up doors. Let's kind of go over this thing, and I'm going to show you the direct comparison back and forth to the SmartCaps. We sell SmartCaps over there. We're going to run over there and look at that. That one's also going on a Tacoma. Pretty much, I think it's the same year, 6.5 foot bed. But let's go over this thing and I'll show you what he's using this thing for, and then kind of when you would probably want to go this route and when you would want to go that route. So you can see kind of how that looks on there. I personally really like that look. You can see that's what it looks like from the front, right? Now here's what he's doing with this thing. He went with the 3 lift up doors. Look at all the space in there. Now he's got this bed, and we're gonna slide this out and make it into a bed. But this is the 25-inch classic model, and he added, so this starts with side windows, just like this, and a window in the front and a window in the back. And then you tick your boxes from there. And he added this side door and this side door. And as far as price goes, he is right pretty much at the same price as that SmartCap over there once it's installed on the truck. So let's open all of these and I'll show you that bed inside. Now, first off, right here you can see this screen. SmartCaps don't have a screen, but and their window is a little bit smaller. We'll go over there and look at that. So if you're doing like a build where you want to come in here and you have a bed to where you hang out and you're going to sleep in here, then you may want to consider how much space you're going to end up needing inside. So this is 25 inches from this point, which is sitting right on top of the bed rail of the truck, up to the ceiling inside here. Okay, that's 25 inch. So let's open this up and then we'll run over there and show you the comparison, because this is one that is incredibly common. So there you go, that's what that looks like. Now let's run inside here. Now this bed, we didn't make this, although we could make that for somebody if they wanted it. He made this, and this thing is slick. You can see he actually did a great job forming this around that corner right there. Boom. Then he's got this board in here. He just stands up nice and solid. He did a great job on that. Then let's climb in here and look. So right here, man, that's kind of cool. Sitting in here, kind of drawn outside. That's pretty sweet. They're gonna put bug screens in here. He's already got them figured out, set up. He's probably gonna put magnets along the walls in here, or some sort of hooks or something. And then there's also, he's got other stuff he's gonna hang in here with hooks. But you can see I'm sitting in here and I'm sitting straight up, and I actually have about 2-3 inches above my head. So I'm comfortable. This is not bad. And this right here is kind of perfect. The back of my head's right here, so it's kind of feels perfect. Once you have a pillow or a mat or something behind you, you can lean back, and that's not bad at all. And I can move around in here. I can kind of roll over, no problem. So it's comfortable. This is a comfortable height for me. Hey, look at that thing. Nice. Anyway, this is a comfortable height for me. And now this is what I talk about all the time, is your inside cubic feet, your inches, your cubic feet of volume. In here there's about anywhere between 18 to 25. I'd have to pull out a tape and start doing the volume measurements, but about, I would say on this one, probably 22 to 25 cubic feet more than the SmartCap over here that we're going to go and look at. So let me stop talking. We'll put this all back over here. I mean, this is a great idea. That's nice. Awesome. Anyway, so you can see how all the Tacomas bolt. They bolt right through here. Top, it's kind of a clamp and a bolt at the same time. And then we do these this way so that if you leave a window or something open, you're not going to damage your base rails on here. This thing is fully insulated, I believe anyway, and it's got the walkable roof. I'd have to go and look at his options list. He's going to have us put a rack on here. We have one here in the yard. Yeah, there's an old one like that one. and we use that for lumber all the time. A lot of people use them for kayaks, canoes, Yakima racks, stuff like that. But again, this is the base model, right? Got the screens, got the big windows. I kind of want to look at what that looks like inside with these doors closed. Okay, nice big window right there. So you can see kind of the space you get. So let's go back over to that SmartCap really quick. A lot of room in there, man. That inside volume makes a big difference. Okay, I'm gonna run over there really quick. You're welcome. All right, before he leaves, there you go. That's what that looks like on there. Not bad at all. Now, many of you guys know we sell these SmartCaps here, but this is the only brand I will sell other than ours, because we put a 5-year warranty on all our stuff and we stand by our work. So this is an extremely good product. I love these things. So it's not it's an either or on these. It's, you know, if you have certain build requirements or a certain purpose you're going to use these for, sometimes this is perfect, other times what we build is perfect. So right here, let's go in here and look. You can see the immediate difference here with these. I'm gonna look at this inside volume. Hang on, let's open this too so we can get the same comparison. This is going on the same year Tacoma, same truck, just identical. Maybe it's a different color, but it's an identical truck, same bed length and everything. So look at the height difference here. This right here is 19 inches from this point where your head is to the bed rail. That's 19. It's actually a little less, because once this goes in, let's get that measurement. Hang on a second. Okay, it's 18 and a half. So you got 18 and a half inches here versus 25. So on our classic model, we have 25. And I want to be clear on this, what this comparison video is, guys. We make a version of this. We make a tapered topper that kind of comes into the shape of the cab and all of that, and it's lower. It's at the height of the cab of the truck, and I don't like it. I've never been a fan of it. I've always been a fan of these in that category. The category I just showed you on that other Tacoma, if you're wanting to set up a bed in here and everything and still have room to put equipment in here and get a higher ceiling, that and kind of a stronger structure for maybe throwing stuff on top, that's the unit I think you should go with. If you want a unit that is, you're not necessarily going to be setting up a bed in here that goes above the wheel wells like his, and you're just trying to cover your bed, go with this one. This one's fantastic. But if you need that volume, so I want to be clear, I'm a huge fan of SmartCap. So right here you got 18 and a half inches. Again, the other one you got 25. So you got 6.5 inches more of ceiling height. And when you're out there camping and hanging out, let's go inside here and see what this looks like. If you're out there camping and hanging out inside your camper and you're trying to move around, maybe put your jeans on in the morning or something, or just kind of roll over and I don't know, this is going to be very tight. You know, and you're gonna, if you go for the outside look first and you want that look, you're going to notice it within a couple of weeks. So maybe I should have more volume. So right here, this right here is 26 inches from here to the ground. Inside the bed, when we were just over there kind of navigating around and rolling around, that's only 18 inches. And in this one, I'm having trouble kind of moving around because it's so much shorter, even just sitting here on this video. But anyway, so difference is here, this comes automatically with this here. Everything has a little cork to it. Got it. That seals good. Anyway, so you can see these guys don't come with screens. Our front double slider doesn't come with screens, but our side windows do. So here, this is, if you were wondering, a sport model. So actually that's kind of a problem. I didn't realize you couldn't close these from inside. Huh. Well, that's a negative. Anyway, yeah, I can't, that's kind of really hard to close from inside. Maybe I don't know something. But let's go outside and close those. Hang on. Hopefully this isn't a poor video for you guys. I didn't realize you couldn't close these from inside. So let's go back in here and kind of look like we did on the other one. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm not putting on a show in any way, guys, but this one's a lot harder to move around, and I can notice it. So look, sitting inside here, look at the window exposure. So all of this is closed off. So if what you're trying to have is a big open feel, you're probably not gonna get it with this. But if you just wanna see out, no big deal. This is just fine. So right here, these windows are not as easy to open and close from inside. Okay, so you can see this doesn't have a bug screen, whereas the other one does. Okay, so you know, we fabricate, you know, there's always something you can do. We could figure out some sort of a screen, but SmartCap has been clear that they haven't had time to engineer that yet. And we're in the 25 right now, so 2025. So maybe they'll figure that out one of these days. But I mean, this is just nice, guys. This is good, solid construction. It's not a bad build. Not a bad build at all. It's a good product. You'd have to insulate inside all of these pockets and stuff. So yeah, not bad. But pros and cons to everything. Pros and cons. But that sure looks nice, right? And then this platform rack has got a 340-pound static or active load, and I think a 700-pound static. Ours is 400 pounds active, which it's a little higher because the structure can hold a whole lot more than that. But I don't know that you should ever necessarily have more than 400 pounds, 400 or 500 pounds up that high bouncing around. So that's why we rate them so low. And that's probably why SmartCap does too. So anyway, there you go, guys. The structures are strong in completely different ways. The other one's a volume interior space play. This one's kind of an aesthetics play. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself too many times. But there you go. Here's the other one. Right there. Ours are vertical in the back rather than slanted. So that's another thing that gets you less of that interior space. Okay, cheers guys. That's the Tacoma Sport model versus our classic model with the upgraded side doors. Cheers. Catch you on the next one.